We like sports and we don't care who knows. From shooting hoops to the Super Bowl. Just two normal guys hanging out, having fun, right, guy number two?
Yeah, guy number one. Watching sports with girls is a pain. They don't know the rules, there's no time to explain.
Throw me the baseball.
Now toss me the pigskin.
Now feed me the rock.
Now give me the rock.
Let's get down to business.
James Bond.
Thanks for that explosion, James Bond. Let's get to it. We have no explosions here, but I am Keelay. He is Bill K.
Hello.
This is Weekly Sports Report. We have no time to waste. Even by just saying that, we have in essence wasted more time.
Does
And
that
now,
count? 30 seconds?
yeah, we got to get going. Okay, World Series, a wacky game. You have a multitude of effects going in here. You have, oh boy, let's see, Chris Carpenter, Mr. Not Invincible, giving up 2 solo shots. That's not getting it done for you. And you have a wacky, this call to the bullpen that Tony La Russa is saying, like, hey, let's get this guy.
Calling from his droid. I don't expect to get a free one because it sucks. I don't want a free one.
Avoid the droid, I guess they can steal that from. I think that was Domino's Pizza, that avoid the droid.
Perhaps it was the Noid who should have avoided me.
So we have predictions coming up. What do we have here? Are you going to have Texas? They're 1 game away. I'm just going to say Texas wins it just because their offense is starting to light up. Michael Young starting off with a double, and I just think they're going to come alive and eventually take it.
Yeah, I've long thought that Texas, it's been like a week, but thought that Texas was going to take this series. They've got the offense to do it. The disappointing thing about that, especially for all Mariner fans out there who might be rooting for Texas, realize that'll make the Mariners the only team in the AL West without a ring, and then the only team other than Tampa in the AL without a ring. So, ouch.
Yeah,
very ouch. But Texas will get it done in 7.
In the Tampa Bay Rays, were they kind of, created after the Mariners?
Yeah,
a little bit.
roughly.
So we've had sort of some years on them, and
they've at least been there.
Yikes. Let's go on, please. To
Baseball's
Michigan
fine,
State.
moving on.
Michigan State. A wondrous Hail Mary pass versus Wisconsin.
He was in.
Sorry,
Wisconsin, he was in.
He was in, despite their best efforts. He couldn't even get, the ball like that. It was just, go in there. You think this play wouldn't even be a null issue if this was, say, maybe 10, 15 years ago. No video evidence.
Yeah.
But you can, just slow it down, finer, super details. The ball just barely cracked the plane.
Thank you, Phil Luckett and Vinny Testaverde, for that.
Yeah, Jets helmet counts as a football. Don't worry, Seahawks fans.
It got us Holmgren. We're okay.
It did, yeah. But that just brings us to some BCS little shakedowns. Wisconsin, they were ranked big time. They were at 6. They've now dropped to 15. You have Oklahoma, who I'm sure you are very much crying that they lost.
I can't figure out why, but I'm really happy that Oklahoma lost. I love when they lose.
Hopefully you can see it. He's got some boiling hatred going on there. So now that Stanford loss looks a little bit less bad for the Huskies. We'll get to that later. So you have a little BCS shakeups. And then you have some Carson Palmer starting in the Raiders land. Who'd have thought that a guy just getting off the couch going, I guess I can quarterback today, will throw 3 picks and get his team how many points? How many points?
Goose egg. Yep.
Zeros. 28-0. Shut out by the Kansas City Chefs?
I know.
Hey, that's great. But who are the chefs?
Not going anywhere for a while?
Great googly moogly.
Chiefs. Chiefs. Oh,
6
okay. I
picks
read
by
the end
Chiefs
zone
because
wrong.
a bowler there. I mean, if Kyle Bowler comes in and he can't do anything. It's like, oh, this guy will be fine. Let's bring him in. Everyone's gonna be so excited to see Palmer. Nope. He really made it look bad. And you know what? I still think this is going to be a really good thing for the Raiders. I still think they paid way too much for him. But I think that they got themselves a really good quarterback. It's going to really help them out down the line. And maybe not this year, but maybe next year they can get themselves in the playoffs with him.
Okay. That was a one little NFL. Man, I'm not really surprised, I guess, that Palmer going in. But and then you have the Ravens losing on Monday Night Football to the franchise that probably soon to be disbanded soon here in Jacksonville. Josh Scobie can boot it.
Yes,
I don't know if his leg is on some sort of HGH or something. If he's having his
NFL
power bar.
NFL players aren't going to allow you to test for it.
No. He can boot it from 50.
Damn, homie.
He can kick it. So there you go. Jacksonville beating Baltimore. Baltimore had no business, especially when they talked about closing out games. We're not going to take our foot off the gas pedal. We're going to keep going. Flak attack, not much attack on that.
I may be wrong on this, but 7 yards of offense in the first half. No first downs until about 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Yikes. That is the Ravens' offense, ladies and gentlemen. And they still had a chance to win. They were they had the ball late, and they were driving through a pick. Dunzo. So Baltimore, a lot of people chic Super Bowl pick. I'm hoping that that's not going to happen. I dealt with enough as a Browns/Sonics fan. I don't want to see that happen. If their offense keeps playing like this, then they are not going to be going to the Super Bowl.
But that was their Super Bowl formula. They got Dilf as quarterback. You can win it with
defense.
I'd
rather have Flacco than Dilf. I'll give you that.
That's all right. So now let's go down in ranks and let's go to some games. UW and Stanford. This is supposed to be their big national test. We got to just the tip of the BCS Top 25.
Perhaps play a little game called Just the Tip. Just for a second, just to see how it feels.
Number 25.
And this was our big old, let's do this. Let's show, national, a night game on ABC. Let's show everyone what we can do. Forget Luck. He was good. You expect Luck to be good, and I get that.
Big shock.
The rushing. Over 400 yards giving up. Did we hold our ankles the entire... What was our defense?
46. We don't have a defense right now. And this brings up the question, and it's been talked about a lot by just about every sporting outlet out there. What's your feeling on Nick Holt?
Here's the deal. You don't want to hurry up and rush out and say, hey, let's fire Nick Holt. Someone's got to go. This is just atrocious. We need a scapegoat. Someone quick, point your fingers. What can we do? I don't think that's what you do, especially mid-season. You don't want to fire Geppetto with his glasses and, the old guy. But he could make some wooden defenders, please, if at his workshop. Nice. That would be nice.
Dream of being a real defense.
Yeah, what would that be like? So, forget firing Holt, but we definitely need to change something. I don't know if it's getting bigger and better recruits. I mean, he has had 3 years. I don't know if he still has, his guys. It's just, I look at that defense. Josh Shirley should not be on the defensive line. He's more of a linebacker, if anything, and we lost a lot of, Mason Foster, but, Aaron Curry, he was a safe pick. Go Seahawks.
Thanks.
But,
just some numbers for you on Holt's defense.
He's been here glasses out.
For 3 years. First year they gave up 26 points a game. Now they're then 31 points last year. 2011, 33 points. Yards per game, 2009, 389, 2010, 401, 2011, 431. Turnovers and sacks have gone similar directions.
Oh, boy.
See, that's the problem I'm having here is I understand. I don't want to fire him in the middle of the season.
Right.
I want to keep some consistency, but he's getting worse. His defenses are getting statistically worse. This is not just us being like, oh, this is frustrating. They are. There's numbers to support them not as well, and it's after 3 years you'd like to at the very least a plateau, if not improvement.
Yeah we definitely need that. It's something that you can't exactly go up to Nick Holt and say
you're fired,
because who's gonna
want to be the
that?
intern who is
I imagine
to
it's a
that.
Post-it note that's gonna go, Nick, from the top, this is
run.
He will storm up and down the sidelines. I see how he can peruse the sideline. Him
His
and Pete Carroll should
glasses
go in a little race.
have been like this without the one thing for I don't even know. I can't figure out the camera how long. And it's like he finally fixed them a couple weeks ago. Maybe that's what the problem is.
I don't know. So trouble there. We need to change the scheme or get bigger and better up front because we just couldn't stop the run. Which brings us to another surprising game, and
really?
Let's go up in the ranks there in the NFL. The Seahawks. They ain't playing like men out there, for gosh sakes.
Man.
Versus the taunted Cleveland defense.
Don't insult.
I couldn't finish that.
Don't insult women that way. I think the Seattle Mist would have played better.
Yeah, the Seagulls in the Mist.
Charlie Whitehurst-led offense of the Seahawks. Mark Rippon's daughter is the quarterback for the Seattle Mist. That's true. You can look it up.
Good.
She would have done a better job than Charlie Whitehurst out there. She's at least got it in her bones. Gets in your bones. She can do some stuff. Probably in her underwear even better than what Charlie was doing because Charlie threw for under 100 yards.
Yeah.
Yes, he had some trouble with some people dropping passes, but he also was not throwing the ball very well.
No.
And yes, we had a very bad call go against us with the block in the back.
100-yard touchdown.
Really, a block in the back. I was looking for our old friend Bill Levy on the field there. I was shocked it was Mike Carey. But the very next play, you throw a pick on a ball that was underthrown. It's like, come on. Plus, in the goal line, when they were right there, 2 yards away, Cameron Mora, a little taller than most defensive backs. Why are you leaving it up there so he has to go get it? Be a Cardinal quarterback. Those are the quarterbacks that don't throw it up there for tall receivers. Kevin Cobb, Delary Fitzgerald. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's a tall guy. Throw it up so he can go get it.
Frustrating to watch. Here's the deal. I'm not really happy with either of our bridge quarterbacks. No. Hopefully, Pete Carroll, please take a quarterback in the draft. I want a franchise quarterback. I'm looking at Charlie. I don't know why we gave up King's Ransom and a third-round pick and everything to get him when I still don't know what he can do. Now I know a little bit what he can do. Don't know why it took a year and a half to know this. Not too happy. I still think he could have gotten a little bit of a help from his receivers. A lot of drop balls in that game. But
and no Marshawn Lynch.
And no Marshawn Lynch, not making out a pregame warm-up. Seneca Wallace. But
he was on the field, too.
Yes, he was. But here's the deal. You know, I'm not really happy with that. Not really happy with Jackson. We need a quarterback. Please, Pete Carroll. I know you're liable to fire anyone in any given week and then bring on so-and-so that hasn't played for whatever years and bring him on, getting Columbus's name wrong. You know, I don't know if he spin the Price is Right wheel. We go. Oh, looks like a tackle that we're not. Okay, yeah, bye, see ya. I don't know if that's how he does it, but Carroll's a little bit surprising to me. So let's get now to predictions, how they're going to do next week. They got one of my ginger cousins, thank you, Andy Dalton. He's a horny frog. Yeah. What do we got there? I say Seahawks. They're so up and down. They're not supposed to win the Giants game without early morning. In New York, they win that. They're supposed to win the Cleveland game. They don't. I say this roller coaster, you don't know which Seahawks team you're going to get. I say they win by 3. It comes down to Hushka.
Bless you. I've got to go Bengals. That Seahawks, and with Charlie Whitehurst likely starting in with Tavares being hurt, I'm feeling like the Bengals are going to win this one, probably by a touchdown. The Bengals have one of the best defenses in the league, which is still weird to say, and I see a Bengal win coming out here. They are actually favored in this game, and the odds makers favored the Browns by how many points last week? Oh yeah, 3. How much did they win by? So odds makers.
Someone was a millionaire down in Vegas there.
Yeah,
walking away.
The casinos.
And we'll get to the college here for UW. They have Arizona coming night game. Fitting in the All Blacks. I don't know if we're trying to camouflage or what's going on there, but a little stat for you: undefeated in
the black jerseys.
In the black jerseys.
Not the black pants.
Definitely not the black pants. Stan, we couldn't afford that anymore. No. But I say UW. I say they win by 10 at least. A double-digit win. I say they come back hungry at Stanford. That defense really has to improve. Luckily Arizona, they air it out. Yes, the secondary still needs some help, but giving up over 400 yards rushing. Luckily Arizona's not really that much of a rushing threat. I say we at least have a little bounce-back game here at Arizona. It's definitely not a gimme, but they bounce back and come strong against Arizona, win by 10 at least.
The back half of the schedule is much more difficult than the front half was. This is going to be a really tough game. Dogs will win, but it's going to be close. It's going to be by 3, and I'm sorry, with the way that defense has played against a crappy first half of the season, it's going to be a really, really rough ride the rest of the way. Dogs will win, but it's going to be 3.
Okay, let's get into victory formation here, and let's kneel this thing out. Rex Ryan, it seems like he talks every week, and this time, I appreciate the Anchorman reference with you stay classy, San Diego, but he just seems like he flaps his gum every week. He has no rings to show for it, and just Cromartie needs to shut up. That whole Jets team is just, hey, look at me now, oh, we ain't making too many wins because they have to go back to the ground and pound. Sanchez can't air it out. Oh, Derek Mason, he's going to have 90 catches. Where's Derek Mason right now? Houston. Okay, so not even on the team. So, hey, Rex, appreciate it, but why don't you go back and go eat a whole wheel of cheese because that's what you're good at.
If you have a few minutes, you might have perused my blog, sonicsbill.wordpress.com. Actually, it's /WordPress. I can never get that right, but Google it. I had an awful week prognosticating games this week, and I gotta say, big Browns fan, so I do not like the Ravens, but the one time I could have used them to get a win, they go and lay that stinker in Jacksonville. Come on, Baltimore!
Yeah.
That's all I got.
A lot of surprises in the top and bottom, but we'll be here next week to recap everything needed in the Northwest Discounted Cougars. We don't go that far east in the mountains. We keep it right here in urban Seattle.
Maybe the Central, but that's about it.
Yeah, we're alums. We're alums. So I'm Keelay, he Bill's K, and a wheeze out.